Once more, Felicia, where is your husband?
Oh, please let me sleep.
When I have the information that I need, then you can sleep. No, sleep, Felicia. Not until you tell us what we need to know. Where is Frisco?
I told you everything I know. Somewhere in this continent. That's all the WSB told me. Please, let me sleep. Oh.
Felicia, you have very lovely hair.
What are you doing?
I'm going to leave you alone now. You can get yourself a little bit of relaxation and maybe a little bit of rest.
Oh, stop! Oh, please stop!
Now, when you're ready to have our conversation, you let me know.
Good morning, Ruby. Good morning.
Well, you don't work in the docks anymore. What are you doing up so early?
I just feel too good to stay in bed. Did you see the sunrise this morning? It was breathtaking.
It always is, but what made you particularly happy?
Well, I'm just looking forward to the day today. How about pouring me the best cup of coffee on the East Coast?
You got it.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's too early. I'm sure she's probably still in bed. Oh, well. I'm running my neck if I call this early in the morning.
Well, Fanny.
I didn't mean to wake you. I'm going to New York for the day. I wanted to get an early start.
You didn't say you were going to New York?
Just decided.
We didn't get a chance to talk.
So we'll talk later.
What's the matter? I didn't expect Robert to come barging in like that yesterday.
You didn't tell me you were expecting his call. I'm going to take a shower.
You going to be home tonight?
Why would it interfere with any plans you might have with Robert?
Oh, for goodness sake, it's business, Duke.
Then if it's business, why did you try so bloody hard to keep me in the dark about it?
I didn't think I ought to tell you.
Why not?
Because it was about Fran Woods.
I thought that case was closed.
Well, it was, but she called me when she came over.
Oh, so you, of course, just had to tell Robert, yeah?
He's trying to find her husband.
Meanwhile, he's trying to pin it on me. Do you forget that? I am the suspect, am I not?
She had some information that I thought he ought to know.
You didn't answer my question, Anna.
She told me that her husband was involved with the mob, and I thought he ought to know that.
Did you forget that Robert had me included in this investigation, did you?
For goodness sake. Anyway, it's over, okay?
Well, as far as Robert's concerned, it's not.
He was very upset yesterday because Fran and the children had disappeared from this address you'd given me.
Yeah, she disappeared. What did she leave? A big bloody question mark over my name, that's all.
That's not it.
Oh, no? Last time this woman surfed the had a note saying, if you want to find out what happened to your husband, why don't you check Duke's Club? How did you forget that? Well, I'm sure Robert didn't.
Are you quite finished?
No, I'm not quite finished. So what do we have? We've got Fran Wood's note. Then we've got some personal belongings found behind my club in Port Charles. What else do we have? My club in New York that happened to be a mob hangout at one time. Anything else you and your ex-husband would like to chalk up against me while you're at it?
For your information, I never gave him that note. Anyway, this whole thing's over, isn't it?
Thrower Scorpio's never over, is it? Coming, Monica?
I just want to have one more cup of coffee.
You really should have eaten something.
Well, Wonder Woman doesn't need natural food. In fact, she doesn't even need extra strength since that accreditation committee isn't going to come moseying around General Hospital.
Well, that is not exactly true, Edward. Hospital is on probation. We have 6 months before we are re-examined and they discover whether or not we've cleared up all of our
Well,
problems.
it shouldn't be a problem for you. You just work a couple of extra hours every day.
The poor darling seems to be working very hard now. Did I hear you come in very late last night, dear?
Not very late. Mother, too late.
Too late for what?
Alan, I couldn't help it. I spent all yesterday morning with patients, all yesterday afternoon and evening with the accreditation people, and paperwork spent the entire day piling up on my desk.
Well, I just think you're proving to be a wonderful example of how a woman can be successful in any role she takes.
I agree. Monica, have another cup of coffee.
Oh, no, dear, please don't. Not on an empty stomach. It'll make you bilious. Edward's always bilious, you know.
Well, I don't know how much longer this can last. Suppose you had surgery scheduled for this morning.
Well, if I had surgery scheduled, I would have forgotten the paperwork last night, come home, and had a good night's sleep.
Why don't we redecorate and trade in our bed for an operating table?
You did take your vitamins, didn't you, dear? Now, whatever happens, darling, you must always remember to take your vitamins.
Well, it's over an hour before the market opens. Now, the stock market, now there's the hours to keep. It doesn't open until mid-morning, and it closes in the afternoon. Gives you time to digest, take a brisk walk, think about the day's activities. Well, civilized hours.
It is that late. I've got to get going. Listen, Alan, do you want to come with me to the hospital? We could talk then.
Oh, you think you can fit me into your schedule, Monica? I always think we ought to take our bedding from upstairs to the hospital, then you could start sleeping there as well.
Now, Alan, that's quite enough.
Yes, it certainly is.
Quite a little woman you got there. She hangs on your every word.
Father,
Son,
buzz off.
you've gotten a little touchy lately, don't you think? Maybe it's the season.
They do say, dear, that at this time of year, a storm is always preceded by a hot wind.
Well, Felicia, did you have a nice rest?
Water, please.
Well, maybe a little while. First, I'm going to ask you a few simple questions.
Oh, no, please, no more. I can't take it anymore.
Stand up, Mr. Donnelly.
Donnelly Sean. It's repeated number AS638 now. Donnelly Sean.
Now, you've already told us that Frisco Jones is somewhere here on this continent.
AS638.
But that's no more than Kinley told Mrs. Jones.
Sean.
Exactly where on this continent?
AS638. Oh, Donnelly Sean. It's a small world.
You know what's going to happen to you if you don't answer my question.
Oh.
Exactly where on this continent is Frisco Jones?
AS638. Small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small. Stay on my knees to anyone.
You may sit, Mr. Donnelly. Now, we know, of course, that you are the former head of the WSB, and therefore how strong you must be.
Every man has his breaking point, however, even you.
Donnelly, Sean, special unit number AS-63.
I'm tired of playing games with you, Mr. Donnelly.
Good, because I'm getting bored with these kids' games of yours.
Do you know what this is, Mr. Donnelly?
Feels like a 38 caliber detective special.
Correct. And as you know, it holds 6 slugs.
Oh, brilliant. You can count.
Oh, very well, Mr. Donnelly. That means I can take 2 fingers, 2 toes, and your life.
The gun has 6 bullets.
Five, Mr. Donnelly. 5 chances for you. Each unanswered question is a mark against you. Are you ready?
Yeah. Fire away.
Where is Frisco Jones?
Frisco Jones. Good-looking fella. Careless types. Works for the WSB.
Yes.
Never heard of him.
4 chances, Mr. Donnelly. What country was Frisco Jones assigned to? 3 chances. Who was Frisco Jones's last contact?
I don't know.
2 chances, Mr. Donnelly. Now answer me.
No.
Last chance, Mr. Donnelly. Where is Frisco Jones?
I'm exhausted. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Argentina.
Wrong. I don't believe it. He fell asleep with a gun at his head.
Passed out, most likely. He's trained himself to use mind over matter. He's willed himself to sleep. Which is lucky, you idiot. Because he probably won't remember the clue you gave him. We're not supposed to know that Argentina is the wrong answer. Remember? Revive him.
Who's